Hey guys, this is Sarah's Night, and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man X7. Oh my gosh, I don't want to play this game, but I put it off for like a year. You probably don't even remember, but my friend Ixion, also on YouTube as Talvarius, he started an LP series on the Mega Man X games like a little while back, probably 2 years ago or so. And he was going to stop at X4, but I was there during his LP of X4, so at that time I was like, well, why not do them all? Well, apparently he's not a big fan of all the X games that came after 4. So I vowed that I would take up the mantle for him and play through the remaining X games all the way to 8, and that includes 7, which is by far the worst in the series. In fact, I would say it's the only one that's actually bad in the whole series. I mean, 5 and 6, I pretty much like them, and 8 is okay. It's definitely a big improvement over 7. But it was good that they stopped there, because honestly, 7 just sucked. Ugh. But yeah, I put it off. I put it off for like almost a year since going through X6, so let's do this. You can probably tell by the screenshots right there that the gameplay sucks. It just does. This is the only one that's done 3D, where you're just in a fully functioning 3D environment. And for some reason, that made the gameplay incredibly just awkward. I mean, at least in comparison to all the other X games, there's like a small delay with every action you take, and it made this game almost impossible to play because I was so used to fast-paced action, and the controls just working perfectly with that. So let's go ahead and see if there's a... No, I was gonna go through like a easy game level in hopes that I just want to get through this game. I really don't care about actually doing it well, and I'm probably not going to. I mean, I never even beat this thing, and it was a long time ago. The one time I played it was a super long time ago, and I just quit. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm not even sure I got past any one of the 8 bosses at that time. At the very least, the button configuration looks to be about the same, so... And start. Oh my gosh. So what we got here? This is Adam.
This is it. Ready to rock?
I'm always ready.
Oh yeah, by the way, that dude who talked like a kid just now, that's Axel. He's That's a problem I have with this game. I don't even think you get to play as X. You get to play as either that dude right there, Axel, or Zero. Like, X took a more passive role now, and he's like the new commander of the Maverick Hunters or something. So he's just kind of sitting there in the central chair, just like Cygna's used to, and directing instead of fighting himself when he's like the best hunter there is other than Zero. I didn't know robots could actually, be old and walk on canes, like feel the age.
It's me.
That's the perfect plan. How did they find out?
Well, I hope we get to find out what this is about. Betrayal!
You're not very sharp, are you?
What the? You were the traitor.
No. I took care of him a second ago.
What happened?
Axel's kind of a dick.
Do that.
he took on somebody else's, like, he took on the form of somebody else and betrayed, like, a trusted friend. I don't know, it just kind of...
Sometime in the 22nd century,
Whoever those two guys were, the old robot and the purple guy, Alus,
thanks to the Red Lord, even the most
just kind of seemed like they were the victims there, whatever that was about.
But crimes perpetrated by Mavericks were on the rise. The Maverick Hunters was the official organization that responded to incidents involving Mavericks. One of the veteran members, X, began having second thoughts about the group's forceful methods.
Ever since X4, where he really fell into Sigma's plot.
Achieve more peaceful solutions.
I can kind of understand, I guess.
Why must Reploids fight one another?
But it's just like, if you're not going to be able to play as X, why call this a Mega Man X game? Why wasn't it just like its own spin-off, like, kind of like the Mega Man Zero series on GBA?
And thus, Red Alert, the illegal band of bounty hunters who pursued Mavericks, was born.
And Red Alert is illegal?
There was not a single Reploid
Can you
that could
illegally
operate
pursue
Red Alert
Maverick?
and their charismatic
Ro-
leader, Red. One day, a young Reploid and key member of Red Alert made the decision to leave the group. This decision would change destiny itself.
Goodbye, Red. I'll become a hunter. On my own.
And thus, a new battle began.
Yeah, and that was the one thing I remember. The story, I mean, it's not like the X series was known for grand operatic storyline, but what the hell is with this one? The story is like, Axel leaves Red Alert, they pursue him, he takes refuge with the Maverick Hunters, and freaking, okay, what have we got here? Yeah, when he takes refuge with the Maverick Hunters, like, this red dude takes, makes contact with him and he goes, he demands for Axel to come back, but, X is like, no. So, Red goes, okay, well, I'll make you a deal. If you can, take down, like, our, 8 best hunters, or, like, 8 best members of our group, then we'll let you keep Axel. And I'm just like, what? You're willing to sacrifice like 8 of your best men? So that, I mean, they comprise like the 8, the 8 normal bosses in every Mega Man X game here. It's like 8 members of Red Alert. I mean, is Axel really that good? Is he that valuable? It just seems so retarded that they're going to get into a fight over something like this. I mean, at least in X4, the Repliforce was tricked by Sigma, like convinced that the humans were out to get them, as dumb an incident as it was to, get all pissy over between the hunters and the Repliforce. But okay, now here's the thing. The reason I'm kind of able to talk so much about what's been going on, and I kind of went through this stage without a hitch so far, is because I actually started on this last night, and I just realized after 20 minutes that I wasn't even capturing video, so of course that whole entire thing was useless. So I'm actually kind of recapping everything that I said beforehand right now. And the other thing is, last night, the controls were so delayed in comparison to now, I don't know what I did different. Yeah, it's like I'm actually able to, jump around and slide pretty easily. It's kind of stupid still that Axel does like that dive roll if you press forward at all. After pressing A for sliding, but whatever. Okay, so here was something that was really pissing me off last night. Trying to open this security gate and escape, wherever I'm actually at right now. It was incredibly annoying. you're supposed to only shoot the orbs as they turn red to open up like a new part of the gate. But a lot of times, making contact with red orb, you could shoot it repeatedly and it still wouldn't open up one of the, one of these electronic locks here. There's like 3 of them. But now it seems to be working a lot better. I don't know why last night was presenting such a problem with the gameplay. It's not nearly as bad right now, but still, this game sucks, don't get me wrong. I don't know, maybe not capturing was actually creating some kind of lag. So yeah, this is about where I left off right here, because I was having such trouble with the first part last night because of the laggy controls. And okay, what's that?
I can't believe I'm back here again. What the heck has happened? They really made out fast.
That was the other thing. I do remember that at the very least, Zero's voice actor was so bad. I mean, this is just not the kind of voice you'd expect to go with him. I mean, in X4, as dumb as it's like dumb and overacted as that scene was, where he was, sobbing over Iris's body. At least his voice sounded appropriate for somebody like him. But this. Okay, so here we go. Zero knows double jump right away. That's actually very nice. The saber combo, as you can tell, is actually quite a bit slower. But I guess we'll be able to adjust that easily enough. So, yeah, sometimes the movement transitions from 2D to 3D and back. I don't know why they didn't just do 3D the whole time. If this was going to be like a totally new feature to the X series. But I don't know, maybe Capcom realized that this somehow sucked the 3D environment part, so every now and then they reverted back to 2D so the game wouldn't suck as badly the whole time. That was kind of a nice little throwback to X1, I guess, there. You probably recognize that big blue insect robot from the first stage of X1, and come to think this stage looks similar. I am doing so much better than last night because for some reason the controls aren't nearly as bad this time. I really have no explanation for why they were so bad last night. Okay, so Zero does have a crouch attack. I'm not really sure why I'd ever use it, quite frankly. And it kind of sucks that his jump attack, it's just a forward slash. It's not like an arcing slash of any sort that can cover more area. Okay, so moving forward. And now we're back into 3D. Now, I'm not sure about this it's kind of bird's eye perspective right here, where he's going straight forward, like into the screen. It's kind of, oh, that's nice. His saber can actually deflect shots, or at least the shots from these guys in particular. Usually something like that, along with the double jump, you'd have to actually learn from one of the 8 bosses. And even though this is terrible perspective to be fighting a guy like this, somehow I stayed, forward ahead of the green laser that he was shooting out. That's nice, I guess. And, oh! Okay, platforming right here. It's just, and Zero and Axel do not move as fast as you would expect in X game as well. It's just kind of, just off-putting. Okay, nothing in that direction.
Out of the way! Out of the way!
Okay,
Wait a second.
I really did Axel freeze forward long enough for Zero to, you know, say that?
Danger if you just stand there. Get a move on!
I wasn't standing here. Actually, I was proceeding.
Connected to this incident.
Incident? What are you talking about? Oh, here it comes. Saw me seeing ya.
Or you can say run to for your life.
What's going on?
Okay, so, you know, I would expect Zero to easily take up a sword against this guy with no fear, but instead we're having to run away, apparently, and avoid getting knocked into bottomless... Oh, boy.
You've got some explaining to do.
Okay, I'll tell you everything later. Right now, I have to take care of that freak.
Why didn't you take care of him before? I guess the two of us together handle him?
You can handle this, right? I'm Axel. Call me if you need a hand.
Okay, so this is like X8, where you don't play as one character through an entire stage, and admittedly, you know, while I was fine with you know, playing as just one character in the previous X games, it was kind of nice to be able to have backup in the middle of a stage. So, I guess here too, I didn't remember, you can actually switch between Zero and Axel. It's almost like having, you know, two different health meters to last through a single life.
Try again.
Okay, so Axel said you can call him with the L1 button. Or no, that's L2, sorry. So we'll just get in a fresh guy here and finish him off. His health does not really seem to be decreasing though. Oh, there. I was looking at the wrong side. I thought the green was representing what health he had left for some stupid reason. It's actually purple. And I'm doing terrible, I'm not gonna lie. That was just barely. Yeah, okay. You know, also, you might have noticed the music actually just kind of seems to suck too. Come on, we all know that X games have really kick-ass music, but I mean overall.
I'm not gonna run off. So could you take this thing off? It makes me
And Zero put him in handcuffs. That's nice.
Feel like a criminal?
Okay. Maybe what I did was wrong, but like we were a perfect team, don't you think? When we kicked that big dude's butt, I thought, yeah, we would make a great combo.
Actually, I'd say he owned me more than I got him.
So where's X been lately? I haven't seen him around.
Sit tight. He's just beyond this door.
Have the hunters had any like correlation with at all with the Red Alert? How would he know X? I guess by reputation.
Here he is.
But he acts like he's seen him in person before. Oh, Cygnus. Cygnus is still around. That's cool.
So, you're the one who caused all this trouble.
What trouble? What are they talking about? Destroying that
I
highway?
had no idea they'd send that kind of gear after us.
Here, who's after you?
I left Red. Believe it or not, I'm a hunter.
Same thing as Red Alert, right?
Do you realize how much damage your eternal bickering has caused?
So that was Red Alert that caused all that destruction, like just pursuing Axel?
As for what happened as a result, that's the way it goes.
the way it goes, do you have any idea?
X, cool. All right, Axel. Why don't you start by telling us why you left?
Red Alert changed. They're no better than murderers now. They used me. We used to only attack the bad guys. Not anymore. I couldn't take it.
So who are we attacking now?
They're going to
That's big talk coming from Axel, considering what we saw him, the cheap underhanded thing we saw him do at the beginning of the game.
caused us far too much trouble.
How can you say that? If we fight, we'll fall right into their hands. We can't allow this madness to continue.
I know what you mean, X. But we can't talk them out of this. Sometimes fighting is the only choice.
That's quite enough. You need to back off and pay the dues for your crimes. Alia, what happened?
Nayli is still here too.
Unidentified transmission. Feeding to monitor.
Did she just teleport on screen? Like X and Zero do?
You getting this, hunters? I'm Red, leader of your friends here at Red Alert.
Gee, Red, that's original.
I never imagined our little friend would end up in your hands. But in any case, I want Axel back. Now, don't you worry. I know he won't come back easily. So how about this? Like you, we're hunters.
Oh my gosh. We didn't even say no to him yet, and he's already insisting on sending his best guys after us and sacrifice. Just needless sacrifice here. What if X said, yeah, sure, you can have him back?
If we lose, we'll surrender Axel to you. And if we win, well, we'll leave that to your imagination.
You've got to be kidding. Axel has nothing to do with us. We won't fight the likes of you for his sake.
Well, pretty big talker for a retiree. We could care less about deputies like you. We just want Axel. Is there, isn't he? Now, you just sit tight, my boy.
I guess I kind of like Red's voice. I mean, at least in comparison to X and Zero and Axel.
Mavericks are showing up across the map. I'll check for damage.
Wait, what? Isn't that Red Alert? Why would you... See, it's that hasty labeling, Alia, that got us into trouble in previous games in the first place.
X, you said I need to pay my dues, right? So make me a Maverick Hunter. Me and Zero make a great team, and together...
You've worked
we can
together
take
for 2
down
minutes.
Red Alert.
Are you mad? You have no business as a hunter.
I'm serious. It would be a perfect chance to make up for my wrongdoing.
If you had just gone back, the problem would have been solved. But I can see that won't be happening.
I don't know, Red challenged us before anybody even,
Right. These aren't run-of-the-mill criminals. They won't listen to reason. And even if Axel did go back, which he won't, would they stop their misdeeds? I don't think so.
Zero, you're my hero. Hey, I knew you'd understand.
Of course Zero's ready to fight.
So cool. I want to fight. I want to be a Maverick Hunter.
Shut up, kid.
Become a hunter, kid.
We're not getting anywhere with this. I'm ready to go.
No, wait.
I'm going by myself. As for you, you can do as you please.
Yeah. X, if I catch all the bounty hunters, you've got to promise me you'll let me be a Maverick Hunter.
We're not gonna catch them, we're gonna end up killing
You'll
them.
be first. And don't forget this.
Oh, what's that?
I won't let you down.
Another pointless conflict has begun.
I have to agree with X on this one.
Don't overthink this. This time our only choice.
Not really, no it
We've
isn't.
made
You
this
don't
mistake
even...
time and time again. Why must Reploids continue this accursed cycle of aggression?
you also thought you had no choice in X4 as well. Let's be honest. Okay, guys. Well, yeah. Already, it's like Sunday night. That's already enough X7 I can take for 1 week. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Probably next weekend. We'll probably try to get this whole thing if I can take it. See you later.